The name Motion Industries in our byline of keeping industry in motion typically refers to our MRO side, keeping factories moving, processes going, getting parts to them when they need it. I think on the global sourcing side, we also keep industry in motion by obtaining best cost country quotes for OEMs, helping them to remain competitive in a global marketplace.
It's a reality of our marketplace now. It's a reality of our company, of the organization. Many, if not most, of our customer base now are global organizations themselves, and they are buying and selling all over the world. And I think it's important for us for our competitiveness and for our continued growth is to be active and participating in our customers' global activities.
The global sourcing group is basically broken down in what you might say just three pillars. And we've got bearings, which is the Schuster product, commodity items, whether it be sprockets and shivs and bushings and things like that. That's the other pillar, and then parts per print, whether it's a specific item that one customer uses.
We have a very large recycling customer in the Northeast that was looking for a good source, a good price for these large rubber stars. They put them on a sorting machine, and the garbage or the trash is dumped onto the sorting machine, and it spins, and it takes the paper one way and the cardboard another way. And so we were able to source that through one of our sources in one of our vendors in Malaysia, and we were able to get a good product that fit their need, and it's a good quality. And so we've actually had multiple orders, and it looks like we're going to be in multiple locations with that particular product.
The items that I came to him with were kind of not on their radar at the particular time we started talking about it. It was vacuum compressor filter and replacement filter, and we're actually able to provide a huge cost savings to the customer. And the quality aspect of it, my customer took them and tested them. They had a third-party laboratory test them up against the filters that they were currently using. They all tested equally as well, and in some cases even tested better. So the quality was no issue.
Behind me you will see elevator rail that's used in homes and offices. We store it here at our DC for our customers because, as you can see, this is a large quantity for us. We have the availability for the space and release it for just-in-time delivery for our customers.
Well, our customer base for global sourcing is primarily the original equipment manufacturers, the OEMs. And that's because it requires large quantities. So a machine manufacturer will come to us for a 200 or 300 of a certain size sprocket, maybe with a couple of keyways and a couple of set screws and maybe a groove here and there, a certain number of teeth. And so it's the OEM market that we're pretty much targeting. That is not to say that some MRO quantities would get to that, because remember, this is quantity sensitive.
We receive an RFQ from a branch, and it might be sprockets, it might be a made-to-order part, a stamp part, or a casting, and we put together an RFQ and send it to our sourcing office in Shenzhen, China, and they take it and send it out to one of many approved vendors that they've developed over quite some time, and then they get a quote back and they send it to us, and then we quote the branch and they're able to quote the customer.
The way the process works is that after we've quoted the customer and we get an okay, we will do first article samples. The customer's in no danger of getting something that he doesn't want, because we'll do the first article samples, and if we can't provide it to his print, then he can cancel the PO. We can tweak it if we have to, or it may come over first shot exactly the way he wants it. We'll go ahead and place the order then, and if there's 12,000 pieces, we'll go ahead and manufacture all 12,000 pieces at one time. The thinking behind that is that the material that goes into that run of production, we know it's going to be the same. And so the last piece that comes off that production line should be as good as the first piece that comes off, because you got the same material going in it, and all the inspections the same. It's inspected there, GPC inspects it, then when it comes back over here, then the product's a good quality product that we can provide our customer.
Once we buy this product, we bring it here, house it in our 3 DCs located in 2 in the U.S. and 1 in Canada that can house the product for as much as a year without any cost to the branch. We're in our AL40 distribution center. As you can see, this is a large area. We have a lot of room and available space for product. Some of our products, the sprockets, as I'm showing you here, that we stock several other, probably 200 to 300 line items we stock at this DC. This is a valuable asset for our branches and our customer. Reason for that is there's no cost for this product to be stored here at our DC until we actually transfer to our branch or to our customers. And we can deliver the parts just in time, so it's large container loads normally.
Anybody can buy offshore. Anybody can go on the internet, find a source in any part of the world, and click send and send a purchase order, but you never know what you're going to get. And you never know how much it's going to cost all in. And what we do with an office offshore and with QC inspectors and with sourcing managers in country, we actually have feet on the ground and eyes in these factories. And after it's made, we can have it inspected so we can catch any problems in country before it gets here. You open the container doors and you've got a problem.
When we purchase product for a customer, they see the product, they finally obtain it, put it in its application, and it works well, then they think, well, maybe we'll be able to save something with this other product. So then they contact the sales person and they ask them to go ahead and submit an inquiry for that. So one product may lead to additional products for the same customer.
I just think that's one of the, the biggest assets of having this group is that, talking to people, talking to branches, they're not always comfortable with, because it's really outside of the scope, their daily scope of what they do. But knowing that you have somebody here, you can pick up the phone and talk to any of the 5 of us, and you'll get assistance. I think is wonderful for them. I mean, it's a wonderful asset. Then maybe they don't all know about it. There's still a lot of people that are just, oh, I don't want to do that. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm like, it's a reality of the marketplace now, and you should, and you've got help, and you should pursue it.
Motion Global Sourcing offers the branches the ability to serve their OEM customers like no one else. Our ability to control quality, our logistical efficiencies, our ability to deliver products to our OEM customers when they want it in a just-in-time fashion. There's no competitor out there that offers what we offer.
Global sourcing has allowed us the opportunity to sell items that we never before would have thought to go after. My favorite success story would be the flanges we are selling to our customer that manufactures exhaust systems. We are supplying 7 different sizes of flanges with a total combined volume of 56,230 pieces. We were awarded the business because of the significant cost savings on the parts. On top of this, we are keeping stock in our facility and providing just-in-time delivery to the customer, which reduces their inventory and provides them with even more cost savings.
Global sourcing was very helpful on securing 2 blanket orders for an OEM that uses 800 pieces a year of a half horsepower 1800 RPM TNV 56 C-frame stainless steel motor. The OEM's current supplier could not supply anymore, and that's when Motion got the opportunity to quote and become the new supplier and secure the business.
Our largest home runs, if you will, have been orders that the customers, our end user OEMs, have brought to us and said, we have a source, we have a product, can you handle the purchasing, payment, and logistics part of the order? And we're able to do that because of the freight rates we have negotiated, because we have the knowledge of international trade, of wire transfer of payments and money, and customs clearance, and our freight forwarders.
When dealing with branch salespeople, I think we're willing to do as much as we possibly can to help you. If you need inspection reports, we're gonna track them down. We're gonna get them for you. If you need material specs, we're gonna find out what the stuff's made of that we're shipping to you. So, I mean, if you have questions, we're gonna do our best to get the answers for you.
Actually, the majority of our inquiries are coming in through our InMotion RFQ form or emails to our global.sourcing email address, and that's really all you need to do.
The way our salespeople can submit an inquiry is to go to InMotion, go under Key Information, Forms, Global Sourcing, and then there is a link, a Request for Quote Global Sourcing. Click that. They go through the form, fill out all available information that they have, attach pictures, drawings, specification sheets, and anything else that they may have that would help the process.
One of the big benefits of the global sourcing team is they can go out and find the right parts for these OEM customers that we serve. In many cases, the parts are not standard off-the-shelf parts. They're made to order. They're either custom stampings, custom castings. They could be custom molded and rubber pieces. A lot of our traditional suppliers don't offer those products. Global sourcing can go out and find those products for you. Another benefit is the global sourcing team will go out and qualify these suppliers that we use. When I say qualify, what I mean by that is make sure that they have the metrics in place to assure that we get a quality part the first time and every time. If you're not already utilizing the global sourcing team for a lot of your OEM customers, I would encourage you to contact the global sourcing team. Find out what they can do for you. If you have an OEM customer out there that has special parts and they're hard to find, hard to get, many times the global sourcing team can be your solution to that customer's problem.